Yes, this is Kwame Ben Eden, project manager at Metros Construction. We are commercial concerns in Toronto, Ontario, and I'm at 1176 Eglinton Avenue at 844 Don Mills. And behind me is a high-rise office tower. And I've been shooting videos as we go along. It's probably about 2 months since I haven't shooting any video. The last video was probably in 2021. Today is February 4th, 2022, Friday, and I want to give you a quick update for you to see what we have done to date and how we are chugging along quite nicely. So enjoy this quick video with me. I'm going to be kind of talking fast or moving fast so the video is not too long, as I'm not editing these videos as we go along. So this is the first pour of P1 underground slab. So we have P3, P2, P1, and then the podium, which is ground floor. So as you can see, the first pour is being done. There is a bulkhead, that's a piece of wood running east-west that's stopping that pour. And beyond the east-west pour break, there's portions that you can see the steel is down there. So next Monday, I'm thinking, or sometime next week, they'll also pour this piece. So this again is the concrete pour happening. We are using pumps because the concrete is being delivered here and it's being pumped up via this pump and deposited on top of the deck. So this is a suspended slab, or a slab on deck, if you want to call it that. Suspended just means it's above the ground. So yeah, they're making very, very good progress. I am walking north along the top of the project, heading east towards Don Mills Road. I'm gonna flip around so we can see what's happening on the west side. So this is a different view from the west. And that is the ramp leading from P3 to P2. Actually, I'm wrong, it's from P2 to P1. So they're in the process of getting that formed. And then here is more deck laid, and this is the formwork being held up by the falls work. So also you can see that they're pretty much moving along nicely here, and sometime next week they'll be putting down rebar here, even as early as Monday if we don't have a snowmageddon on the weekend. Again, just heading east on the north side of the site, walking towards Don Mills. Looking at the formwork or the decking being held up by falls work to receive reinforcing steel, to receive plumbing sleeves, to receive electrical conduits for P1 slab. Panning west, so looking west, that's the portion of slab that's being poured right now. It's pretty cold today. It's about 22 degrees, so you can see all the heat that's coming off the concrete. Of course, as I've said in previous videos, we lose all that heat, and to get that heat back, we put heat underneath the concrete. So there's heating happening now underneath the concrete, and it's like baking a cake. That heat is going to warp up from the bottom of that wood decking up on the concrete and right through the concrete, and literally cook the concrete, if you will. You know, if you bake the cake and the heat doesn't go through the cake completely, you'll have portions of it that are baked and portions of it that are raw. So this is the process that's happening now. It's heating so you can bake, if you will, the concrete, so it is cured at an even rate, and you don't have failure planes within the concrete where portions of it cure faster than portions, and you can have movement of the slab because it's not monolithic if it doesn't cure together. I know that's a bit much if you're not a civil engineer or construction worker or somebody involved in the trade, but I hope it was simple enough that you could get what I'm trying to express. Again, panning looking northwest, pouring out the slab. Form work going up. You can see those orange posts are the falls work. Falls work holds up the formwork, and the formwork is what receives the concrete. What you're looking at in front here is the main building core. I guess this is a stiffener for the building. Maybe the whole building ties into this, so this core goes up with the building. So you can see rebar being placed. So what they usually do is they put up one wall, one side of the wall forms up, and then you put the rebar in. You get it inspected by the structural engineer, and then we close it in and we pour it. So now I'm walking, heading south along the east side of the building, which is Don Mills is on the opposite side of that fence. This is our gas station. When the meters are this big, we call them gas station. You can hear the gas going through the pipelines. You hear the regulators going. So we're using this gas, natural gas, to provide us with the heat, which is way cheaper than, say, propane. So looking north again, seeing all the form work, falls work, concrete pour, seeing all the columns that are up and done. I believe we're about 95% of all these columns up for the P2 slab. So as you can see, the way we do this is we don't completely finish one slab before we start working on the slab above. So here you're looking at P2 slab, which most of it has been done, and over there is P1 slab that's being formed and portions of it being poured, while all the columns for these P2 slab is not completely poured, but the work is progressing. So it's going up not evenly. You'll always have one side of the building progressing faster than the next, but it's a very efficient way of doing it actually. That means the way it's done is you're never slowed down, you're always moving. So now I'm walking towards, again I'm heading south on the east side of the building. Don Mills is on the other side here, and I'm just walking towards the LRT pavilion. And when I get to the other side, you'll see that this LRT pavilion here this is the opening for an escalator that's going to take you up from this pavilion, which is going across. It's going to go underground across here to the LRT station on that side of Don Mills, and this will take you up to the ground floor. Right. Pivoting north again, see all the form work and falls work that have been done to date, making good progress. I perceive that by mid-March, another 6 weeks, we should be up pouring the podium, which is the ground floor slab. We are about 90% poured on P2 slab. We probably poured just about 5% today of P1 slab. Trying to make this video quick, but it's still a bit long, but lots of stuff to share. So again, now I'm on the south side of the building heading west. Pan so you can see north. Now at this LRT pavilion. So I'm on the west side looking east towards Don Mills, and there you go. So this pavilion, I don't know if you can see it in the background there. There is a knockout panel. There's a knockout left. The concrete above that opening, that's leading to the tunnel that's gonna go under Don Mills Road and head towards that LRT station, if you can see it over there on the other side of Don Mills. So down here at the staging area for Hard Rock, who is our forming contractor. I must say I'm really impressed with these guys. They're a machine, they're a well-oiled machine. and they're just ripping this building apart. Well, that's a bad analogy. They're putting this building together with a rapid pace. So I want to give a shout out to Hard Rock Forming, to ID Mechanical, PPG. These are the guys that are currently on site pushing this aspect of the job. And of course, give a shout out to the site team led by Rocco Cotagini, and of course me, Kwame. I'm the paper pusher. I do all the soft things, update the schedule, negotiate contracts, liaison with the VP of construction, Steve Ballin, and so on and so forth, right? Construction is truly a team effort. All right, so until the next video, hope you enjoy. This is a bit long, but was a lot to catch up on.